Hi, everyone. It is so good to see you. Welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Laura Papetti, and we begin with the weather. It's the talk of everyone right now because we've gone from extreme cold to heat, and now we're seeing lightning strikes in some areas. Thomas?
Yeah, so I'm going to be tracking these scattered pop-up showers. They really started to light up radar within the past hour here, and there was one lightning strike that did catch my attention. So let's zoom in over Spokane County. Is just to the west of Airway Heights. So if you are looking towards the west, you might have seen that one lightning bolt. Doesn't look like anything else has been nearby the area, but you can definitely.
All right, obviously we're having some technical problems. We'll take care of that and get back to Thomas coming up in just a few moments. But right now we are getting new details at noon in the bomb scare near WSU's campus in Pullman. Yesterday, the suspect in the case, Apollo Lawyer, appeared before a judge for the first time. Newly released court documents show that on Sunday, Lawyer was intoxicated and threatened to set an apartment on fire. Lawyer then lit the fuse of what appeared to be an explosive device. It was quickly put out by someone else in the apartment. Because of the potential explosive device, Pullman PD called in the Spokane County Bomb Squad.
It wasn't too scary, but once, bomb squad shows up and everything, it's very like, okay, once they get out of here, then I'll feel better about it. Well, it told me that it wasn't just like someone playing around with like a small fire or anything.
Lawyer now faces several felony charges. This judge has set his bond at $10,000. He also they have banned Lawyer from Pullman city limits. All right, public drug use will be classified now as a gross misdemeanor in Spokane. According to a new ordinance, enforcement of the new law includes officers seizing all drugs and drug-related items as an alternative to arrest. Now, council members were unanimous in their decision, many saying it will improve, they believe, public safety in Spokane, especially in the downtown corridor.
Well, starting in July, public drug use will be classified as a gross misdemeanor in Spokane, according to the ordinance. This enforcement of the new law includes officers seizing all drugs and drug-related items as an alternative to arrest. Council members were unanimous in their decision, many saying it will improve public safety in Spokane, especially in the downtown areas.
Is it perfect? No, but it's the best that we have at this time. It gives our officers a tool. I hope it will be applied fairly as they go forward.
So during public comment, there were people in support of the ordinance, while others said it was an attack on residents dealing with poverty and addiction. Mayor Nadine Woodward also released a statement last night. She said criminalizing the possession and use of drugs set the expectation that health and safety of the community are prioritized. She also said in that statement, this action establishes tough boundaries for drugs and leaves every opportunity open for treatment. Reporting in Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
And we spoke to people in West Hills, the neighborhood ahead of last night's vote, and one person saying the ordinance is important for the city's overall health.
It will be beneficial for all of Spokane, and it's so needed. And what's happening is the state has failed to take action, and communities are having to do this on their own. Bellingham has passed an ordinance. 4 other cities have, and it's time for us to take control.
Washington state laws around drug possession are set to expire coming up June 30th. Lawmakers could not come to an agreement during the legislative session on a permanent statewide drug policy. Governor Jay Inslee calling a special session to bring lawmakers back together to discuss drug possession in the state and laws surrounding that. This is happening 1 week from today. That's coming up on May 16th. And in Idaho, fentanyl-related deaths nearly doubled between 2021 and 2022. So that is according to the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare. A specialist with the South Central Public Health District said the best way to prevent drug-related deaths is through education. And fentanyl-related deaths are on the rise nationwide, but it is now the leading cause of death among American adults. It is a claim that many politicians have made, including Washington Representative Kathy McMorris Rodgers. She wrote in a newsletter that fentanyl is now the leading cause of death for Americans ages 18 to 45.
What are you guys seeing in terms of fentanyl in the state of Idaho?
Well, we're seeing a massive increase over the past few years.
So tonight on KREM News at 6, our Verify team is digging in to get the questions answered.
Let's take another look at our weather forecast. Now that we got our microphone issues squared away, we are starting to see a couple of these showers and even thunderstorms or thunder showers start to arise as of this noon hour. So as we look at Doppler radar, the one thing I want to point out is that sole lightning strike that you see that developed just to the west of Airway Heights. It was just one in the past 15 minutes here, but it is signaling that there is a bit of activity on that line that's extending from Mount Spokane through central Lincoln County. So we'll keep an eye on that and on Doppler radar basically for the rest of this afternoon, because that's the activity that is here. But the extended forecast, it's going to be hot, and we'll show you just how hot Mother's Day is looking all coming up.